making Thursday, things we're making Thursday, yeah. Things we're making Thursday, things we're making Thursday, things we're making Thursday, yeah.
Hello, welcome to Krafting Kitty. My name is Erin, and it's Thursday, so it is time for Things We're Making Thursday, Things We're Making Thursday, Things We're Making Thursday, yeah. I cannot not sing that jingle now. It's in my head. Thank you, Jess from J Hook Magic and your husband for making that jingle and the video for us all to use. I appreciate it so much, and I just love it. We're like all official. So we are here for Things We're Making Thursday, which is a collaboration between a multitude of YouTube channels. And at this point, I will be honest, I have lost track. and so I don't want to leave anybody out in speaking. So I will have all of the channels listed down below in the description box. Please check out everyone. They are so very creative, and it's just been so fun. So what we're doing is each month we are all doing the same free pattern. So for the first month we did, which was January, we did the Heartthrob blanket, which was free from Yarn Inspirations. And then for February, we did the It's a Hoop owl container, which was an adorable owl basket. And for March, we are doing the Luxe Pillow Trio. And I do not have my project bag with me, which means I don't have my pattern with me. But it is also a free pattern on Yarn Inspirations. It will be linked down below. I believe the designer's name was Lorna Miser. But I went wild the first week and completed an entire pillow. I was trying to pace myself and it didn't work. So I decided I would try to do all 3 pillows. So my goal for the next week, the second week in March, was to finish the front of the second pillow. And then for this week, my goal would be to make the back and then put it all together. And do you think I did it? I did it! I did it! I have an entire basket weave pillow. The color's blowing out a little bit. This is a Red Heart Ombre in the colorway Scuba. It's a very pretty shades of blue, and it tends more towards like aqua water blue. All of mine are Red Heart Ombre. So this is violet. And on this one, I had seamed the pillow together and then flipped it inside out. So the single crochet was on the inside. But as I was doing it for this pillow, I thought I kind of liked the single crochet edging. So I left it on the outside. I don't know what I'll do with the next one. I'll see how the spirit moves me when it becomes time. So, but basically I did the back, and I had gotten an email, and she was talking about how she had made handles on a bag and thought it might work as a closure. And I really liked it. And I was going to do it, but then I realized how I had it in my head would have ended up with the pillow like completely sewn together, so you couldn't take it apart to wash it. One of the reasons I'm using Red Heart Ombre is because I have children and dogs, and they're notoriously messy, and I like to wash things. So I need the pillowcases to be removable. So I took her idea and altered it a little bit. So basically what I did was when I did this pillow, my first one, I measured the length they wanted, and it was 14 rows of double crochets for me. So for this one, I did 12 rows of double crochet, and then I chained 5, skipped, I treated like a chain, like a double crochet and chain 2. So I skipped the first stitch, the second stitch, then I did a double crochet, chain 2, double crochet, skip 2 stitches, did that all the way down and there. And you kind of had to fudge at the end, I guess at the end. No. Was it a fudge at the beginning? Yeah, it was a fudge at the beginning. So I technically maybe only skipped one at the beginning because the chain should have counted as the first stitch. You know how that works. But anyway, it worked. And then I just chained 2 strings and I laced them together like it was shoelaces or something. And then I've got 2 little bows there where it's tied together. I think that is awfully cute. I think I decreased it because I wanted these to kind of meet and not overlap. If I do this one again, I might go 1 more row and do 13 rows each on double crochet. And instead of doing 2, like doing a double crochet here to create the loopholes, maybe I will just do a single. So the little holes are a little smaller. So like single crochet, chain 2, single crochet, and do that to create the holes. I think that'll be my plan. And we'll see how that turns out. It's all an experiment. Who knows? We're just going crazy around here. So yes, I was successful. I completed my second pillow. But I will say, this used an entire skein of Red Heart Ombre, and I ran out while I was seaming it together. So this seam, and then I ran out right here. So here and the rest of the way around, I had a cream color, because my original plan was to just do these colors as the front and then do the backs in this cream. And then I decided when I was doing the purple to just, I looked at what was remaining. I was like, heck, I think I can make the black. So I did, and it worked. And I had very little of the purple remaining, but I used every last bit of the blue and then just tapped into the cream to do the little trim on the outside. And I almost changed my plan and flipped it inside out when I had to add the new color. But I think it looks just fine. I'm not mad at it. It looks nice. But I was also glad then that I also had the cream still in my yarn bag, or my project bag, for this pillow, so I could just go, grab it, keep working, and finish it up. So, here we go. So for next week, my goal will be to finish the front of the 3rd pillow, which is, I did a sweater from Bag O' Day for my son. I believe it was like, it was a boy's sweater on a channel, but it's definitely unisex because I made one for Bingo as well, just in purples. And she called it a crossover stitch. You make a big chain, and then this pattern uses a base of single crochets. So you do your base of single crochets down the chain, and then you just switch to double crochets. But you do the first stitch in the row, skip 1, then you make 3 doubles, and then for the 4th double, you cross over to that first skipped stitch, and it creates a diagonal stitch across the front and the back of the work. So both sides of the work has that little cross, and it's just a cool detail. It will leave a hole in the fabric, so for me, you're gonna see the white pillow poking through. That doesn't bother me. Maybe if you use the thicker yarn, I feel like, I know Jenna from Jenna Stitches did the 3rd pattern already, but I don't think I saw hers on the pillow yet. But her fabric looked nice and dense, but she was also using a spice cake, which was a 5 or a 6 weight. It was a thicker yarn. I'm using the Red Heart Ombre, which is a 4 weight. So that's why I'm having a bit more gappies, because you're using a 4 weight yarn, and they wanted you to use a 6.5 a K hook, which is much larger than I would normally use for this yarn. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and stop blabbering, but I'm proud of this. I think it's lovely, and I really like how the ombre effect is playing out. And I do think it fades to such a light blue here that the cream just works. So, yay! Hooray! And I will touch back with you next week and let you know how my progress goes on the the third pillow, which I'm calling a crossover stitch, but I have absolutely no idea what the real name of that stitch is. Who knows? Okay, see you later. Bye-bye. No, not bye-bye. There are pictures in my email. Deidre Kelly has sent me pictures. I'm going to share them here so you can see her lovely work. I remembered. See, I need to write this down before I start recording. And I don't. I just come in here and start blabbering to the camera. Okay, so look at Deidre's lovely, lovely pillows. Bye-bye.